It could be that maybe you were led to start that business not just for your sake, but for the sake of other people. I realized something about the life of Moses, the Bible character, while I was watching the Testament of Moses, that's the docudrama series on Netflix. And this is what I realized. So while I was watching it, I was just thinking to myself, who else would God have used if not Moses to lead the Israelites out of the land of Egypt? And I realized that maybe one of the things that would have made God choose Moses was because he had already been through the wilderness before getting to the land of Midian. So this is what I mean. The reason Moses left Egypt in the first place was because he had killed an Egyptian. He saw how this Egyptian man had been torturing one of his fellow Israelites, and then he went and fought the man and ended up killing him. So he literally had to run away, like to save his life, because now the Egyptians would have been after his own life for killing an Egyptian. So he ran away and then he ran into this wilderness before getting to the land of Midian, where he met his wife and every other thing happened. So the thing is this, God probably used Moses because Moses had already been through that wilderness. And God knew that the children of Israel needed to also pass through that same wilderness before getting to the promised land so that he could shape them to become the kind of nation that he needed them to be. So, this is the point. Many of us go through different seasons of our lives that look like wilderness seasons, that look very dry and very full of fear and confusion. And because literally Moses had killed somebody, and he must have been so full of fear for his life and then ran away as a result of that fear into the wilderness, like I said, before getting to the land of Midian. So that wilderness for us, like today, would look very, scary, full of fear, full of confusion. But it could be that maybe God is using that season of your life not just to shape you, but for the sake of other people. Because it was later that God now appeared to Moses through the burning bush that was not getting consumed. And God told him, go back to Egypt. So he was going to pass through that same wilderness to go back to Egypt and then lead the children of Israel out of Egypt into that same wilderness again. So it's something that he had been through. That's why he was able to lead the children of Israel through that same wilderness. So our own wilderness seasons could look like really tough times or really just an experience. It may not even be tough times. It could just be something that you have experienced before. And it wasn't just for your sake, it was for the sake of other people. So that later when you are done, God now tell you, or maybe you just realize that okay, other people also